Team Evil has one of the highest average KD, average KD, team KD all across the various teams as well. So definitely that's why they're leading in the top. But of course, in terms of first blood chances, Team Evil is only is actually coming in slightly behind Kingdom Esports. So they're not really exactly as aggressive as what we usually see as compared to last time.
Looks like it's going to be Flying Clouds again.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
I just said that.
What?
Huh?
Sorry, I cannot hear you.
Do you mute me again by accident?
What?
They call me the hero.
So what have you been doing? Lip reading all across.
Already got him lined
all
up
this
in
while?
my sights.
I can't hear you. We've got Yusushin that's going to be banned out from the side of RSG this time, and let's not forget about the Kimi. I'm not too sure whether there's any there's going to be any care for Alice, but so far, Evil, no problem with Alice. That is 3 games in a row, very statistically correct that Alice have got no threat to Evil at all, even to the point that RSG themselves bans Alice.
Yeah, because right now they're going to go into first pick, right? They're definitely going to start to, I think, pick up PDBL's Lancelot once again as the first pick. Then they opened up Team Evil to pick up the Juicin once again. Juicin also leaked out as well, which is also one of the rare things that you see in this particular patch. But no, okay, he's going to give Taurus that CC. He has quite a few good games on this CC, unable to close it out, unfortunately.
I do like that opening pick on the CC though. Immediately threatens the XP lane pick from the side of Evil, and perhaps even when it comes down to the Roma side. So at this point in time, just probably focus on something else for a tad little bit. I think that focusing down onto mages will always be good. Since the far side is currently open, they can still kind of look towards that. And jungle-wise, I think that Joy did give them quite a good run so far. So I don't see a reason why they wouldn't want to go for that. Unless Lunox is also not too bad of a deal. You can't go wrong with either because they have burst potential. They have pretty good wave clear as well. And your assistance in the XP or in the roam can always come later on.
Ben is going to go back on that 1-1 again. He has quite a few good successes on this 1-1. In fact, this is the second time, well, third time he's bringing in the 1-1. And so far, 100% win rate.
100%?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too shabby.
Yep, but because they've been winning.
Except
most
for
of the game, except for one game. Almost a perfect run for Team Evil thus far.
Good enough. With just one game, that doesn't mean anything.
Yep.
Now, Hayabusa as well as the Gato Kacha. Okay, so a bit of team fighty kind of thing, but pretty good at shredding too. I wouldn't say that Gato Kacha is solely just about team fighting, but he's got pretty good, almost global presence. Tanky boy as well. RSG's lineup right now doesn't tell us any information whatsoever. It's a very flexible draft, and I really like it.
I feel like right now Team Evil definitely should pick a roamer because you see Hoki's pick is already picked for the side of RSG. Team Evil should start picking his own, but no, prioritizes the Lancelot first. Surprisingly, getting leaked out all the way to now, Aethan's going to be able to pilot that one. And now we go into the second ban phase.
Among the plains exists
With the Yeve taken away, okay, I do like that as well. With if the Yeve actually lands in the hands of RSG, they hardly have anything to stop that. Say the Gato Kacha has already been taken away, but let's take a look. Evil, they are lacking of an XP laner and a roamer, while RSG, they are lacking of a gold laner and a mage. So in terms of mage, if Farsa is definitely a thing that they can look out for. Since Juicin has already been taken away, I think that Farsa is a pretty good answer.
Yep. Barca, I think, is very interesting, right, for the side of RSG. Surprisingly, they haven't secured their mid laners as of yet, but I think in this particular patch, there's just way too many things for you to look out for. For the side of Murphy, yes, he did play the Farsa once before, but he has also played Odette and Kimi twice. So maybe these are the two heroes that the side of RSG can be looking out for. Harry gets taken away by the side of Team Evil as well. And of course, RSG start to dock away more heroes from the side of Powerful, the Khalid, and also the Kalia.
With that all done, With Harif taken away also. Okay. So they didn't really care about thinning out the mage draft at all. They're going it to give RSG completely free of that. But they don't have a direction still. Right? We don't have a direction for RSG. How exactly do you want to draft against this? So I think the XB lane, since the CC is already appeared, they want to get someone that can kind of do decently against CC, or at least be able to match up against CC. At least be able to, you know, kind of wave clear that, or have good sustainability altogether.
I think Lapu Lapu definitely fits Team Evil, or basically what Yale would like to play. There you go.
Nice call.
Exactly. Like, it's something that you'll be able to match against CC. But of course, just got some interesting news from the little birdies from the production site. Is that the last qualifier has already finished. So congratulations over to Mayhem and Insomniac. Once we do have the player info, this is going to be very interesting, right? Who are they? Where are they from? Why is there a QR code on your jacket? Yeah.
You want to scan it? That's the IT.
That is such a good segue.
I know, right?
But anyways, it is also like, yeah, Lapu Lapu being selected by the side Team Evil. RSG, on the other hand, right now, of course, locking into the...
They have to show their hands now.
The Moskov is definitely wide open, but nope, RSG is not going to go for the Bruno. Going to go for the Bruno instead. Novaria is very interesting. On the map, like a flying cloud.
Oh, okay. So this is this is poke. This is single target. Lack of crowd control in some sense. So Evil don't really have to care or be too afraid of this, since everyone would likely be scattered in their own ways of trying to win in their own team fights. Then just play for skirmish. And that's what Evil will do.
I don't know what to feel about Novaria. Like,
me neither.
It's such a...
It gives info, that's great.
It's such a high skill level kind of hero. You need to be able to land it. And even if you land it...
It's a skill shot, so...
Yeah, if you land it onto like... I think, can you land it even on Cho because of the mobility?
Yeah.
The Lancelot's just going to be jumping
Everyone
around.
have mobility.
Correct. So it's definitely going to be a tall order for Murphy to consistently land down the damage over and over again.
I guess the consolation prize is she gives information to the team.
Yeah, then you lose out one damage dealer, right?
Technically speaking, yes.
Then you might as well just bring Novaria as a roamer.
Then you lack crowd control from the Gatukacha, I guess.
True. Yeah, so that's why I think Novaria is such a coin flippy kind of thing, right? Heck, even right now, if you want to go play, you want to play in Novaria, I think Selena is definitely a lot more easier to execute, right? Because of the...
A little bit slower though.
A little bit slower, but the range, the width is actually a lot easier to land.
Yeah. But regardless, take a look at this. Murphy forced to flicker right off the bat. And remember, because of the fact that there is a Cho, they can wave clear really fast, even if we're looking at a Juicin in the middle lane. They can still match a tempo pretty decently, not to a whole new level though, because it is Gatukacha. Gatukacha plus the Novaria can clear super fast, especially since once Novaria hits level 2, those Astrospheres can really do quite a number.
Hey look, production actually put the QR code on your jacket onto the screen.
Oh yeah, you're right.
First blood given over the side of Aether right off the bat. Well, we're just talking about the QR code. Of course, thank you very much for IT for supporting MPL Singapore Season 10.
Now moving on forward, looking at the lane priority, it does seem as though that the Taurus is definitely going to have a lot of fun as a CC. You will lose out as a Lapu Lapu, but at least once you reach level 4, you will be so much more menacing. It's probably not going to be enough to really win against a CC, but it's still going to be a skill-based matchup down in the XP lane once it reaches past level 4. But in the gold lane, how does that go? You know, Bruno versus 1-1.
Bruno will definitely bully the 1-1 in the early game, but once...
Inspire...
Yeah, no.
So 1-1 can win in one trade. Not at all?
No, not level 1. Level 1...
Pre-4. Pre-level 4.
Pre-level 4, Bruno definitely has a lot more advantage, but level 4 is where 1-1 can try to win. Can try. Keyword is
can.
Try.
Oh, can. Oh, try. Okay.
Both.
Can.
Keywords.
So can is can lah?
Cannot.
Cannot.
I never understood why you guys like to say can is can.
Can is cannot.
Anyways, I don't think Torres can actually try to survive this one as he gets picked up by the side of Sailor as well. Turtle getting pulled out by the side of Hoki, but the members on the side of Team Evil will be able to pick up Torres this time round. He cannot survive that one, and Hoki jumping all the way back, getting picked up by Sailor. This juicing is a menace against RSG Singapore. Gear, credit him for that kill.
This is where Hoki just kind of tells his team, you know what, I am going to just throw myself to the enemies and hope that you all can run away. And the rest of the team just be like, Ken is Ken lah, but you die lor. That's how you use it. My fellow Malaysian boy.
The headset actually fell. I was so done by that one sentence.
What? Ken is Ken?
Yeah.
But you have never heard of cannot is cannot. Because that doesn't exist. But you know what exists? That Whale of the Dragon onto PTBL. But it's not quite enough to really do anything because he does have quite shadows to kind of get out of there.
Yeah, but which means that, you know, Team Evo is actually going to escalate, right? Let's look at Gear. Man, brother, it's so back.
I thought that you were just saying that he's bad. I was like, what did he do to receive it?
Back.
Back.
He's so back.
For now, right? We are post level 4. XP laners is just gonna be a battle. They don't care about anything. They just focus on their own lanes. I think ultimately this is a game between the mid laners, right? What they're gonna do with their spare time. Once I clear my wave, how do I want to make full use of my time and just apply pressure somewhere else?
Okay, right now we'll be able to be caught by the side of Team Evo. Sailor pops in the ultimate. Hoki AOG will not be able to connect onto anybody. 1-1 jumps away. Ooh, Novaria, that Astral shot kind of missed.
As much as I want to see how that Astral Echo can actually help the team, no other player from the team actually have any form of skill shots or will be able to make full use of the enlarged hitbox. No one else. So it seems a little that the Novaria does seem a little bit out of place. It doesn't really help a lot as a poke team. Technically, it does have small synergy with that Hayabusa because you at least will be able to help the Hayabusa deal additional damage onto someone else that's trying to flee.
Oh, Hoki will be able to rebuild himself this time round, taunting powerful all the way up. Aether working on the turtle instead. Sailor once again picking up a Torres. Torres get knocked down by the side of Team Evil, and now the turtle's already got random execution. Touch onto Hoki. Gear slices him down.
Let's also remember that it takes time before Novaria can actually bring out the Astrosphere.
I haven't seen a very good Cho for a long time. There we go. PTBL. Oh, trying to use a Quad Shadow to try to outplay just a little bit.
Psych!
But he will be able to escape for now.
For now. Unless we have got something to talk about that. Yep, exactly.
Shadow kill.
Shadow kill.
Oh, right into the Bravest Warrior. He actually, immune damage from that? Does it make sense?
No, he just have got, I think he just have got pretty good damage reduction. And the Hayabusa just doesn't deal a lot of damage at the point in time.
It's just unfortunate for the side of RSG, right?
Blue team
Like,
turret has
right
been
now it's just Team Evil just putting RSG, putting a wrench down into the gears of RSG, right? There's nothing that Team Evil could, RSG Singapore could do.
Yep, just kind of putting them in shambles at this point as we speak. Even Taurus himself is not too eager to fight the Brave Warrior right in the face. We're only 6 minutes into the game, and we're looking at, what, 6,000 goal lead in favor of Evil? That's crazy.
Oh, powerful. Another masterclass as well. Tiger, Way of the Dragon also attacks onto Taurus, but this time around may have been put more in control. Hoki, the AOG will be able to land onto Powerful, smacking him flat right there. The Astral Echo right here. The shot does land onto Gear, but not enough damage to seal the deal.
One thing's for sure, Powerful, not only does he got in the way of the dragon, but he does have the eye of the tiger. Constantly just looking for these kind of opportunities onto RSG. SG is all fine and dandy. He did lose his life and didn't manage to find any values out of that fight, but ultimately the main thing is they managed to find more farmer for Van across the map because they managed to drag so many people down to the bottom lane just to get a kill onto Powerful.
Yep, and definitely as Van, right, you're definitely going to need a lot more farm for this one. You need like 3-4 items for this one to basically come online. Hoki charging out the taunt just a little bit. Now it's just a 1v2. Gil will be able to get on away. The Bravest Warrior, the Shadow Kill barely tickles the marksman only.
There's not a lot of stacks onto the 1-1 anyways. And it only lands, I think, like 3 shots of the Ogi Shadow Kill regardless. So it's more of a wave clear mechanic coming in from the Hayabusa just to save the lanes for a tad little bit, save that T2 turret. But luckily for RSG SG, they still have got a T1 turret in the middle lane, which stands tall and very healthy, which is probably the most important objective for RSG.
Yeah, RSG is unable to find any form of weaknesses in the sides of Team Evo, right? Every lane they go, they're just met with sheer dominance. Prototype Team Evo and powerful. Oh, contemplate looking for a pick off right here. Would not be able to find anything for now, but it managed to scare off RSG Singapore.
The resource management coming from Evil is impeccable, right? They only have gotten 7 kills in this game so far. That's 1 kill per minute, actually still pretty good, but they have got 6.5 thousand gold ahead. But in the meantime, it does seem like we've got Taurus that's gonna be taken down almost immediately.
Yep, Bird blown to pieces right where he stands. Team Evo. Right now, it's just leaving no quarters, right? They're literally just stunning onto RSG Singapore. The Shadow Kill will be able to go on. The Astro Echo will tag. Gear coming in for the flank. Will not be able to find anything. But RSG Singapore will disengage for now. But Gear, getting spot out. Ravens Warrior right there. Goes for the slice and dice, but will not be able to tag onto Hoki.
And finally, with 6.7 thousand gold lead, Evil, they can extend this lead even further because they are still waiting for the Lord. Okay, once the Lord appears, that advantage is going to be so much better as it slowly moves and creeps into the base of RSG. This might be a fast game because right now RSG don't really have got the revenue nor anyone to really deal with such heavy onslaught from Evil.
Yeah, and oh my goodness. Right now, it's just sheer dominance. RSG Singapore right here. Looking up at the 7k goal lead in the favor of Team Evo. Gear's already so confident. I mean, like, if you're Lapu Lapu, you're so confident enough, you could just go ahead and pick up the Hunter Strike already.
Honestly, having Hunter Strike on the Lapu Lapu is actually pretty darn good. But in the meantime, it kind of seems as though they almost managed to catch something out of Powerful. But that's not going to be the case. Everyone is still alive, and that's good because the Lord is here.
Yeah, of course, you know, Team Evo will be able to secure this Lord for now easily. And it's also going to be members from the RSG. They've got no way to enter. Hoki dives in with the AOG. He's just going to get melted down.
Slowly but surely, with the Lord coming in from the top lane, every single one of the members from RSG is still alive and they are capable of just dealing with this Lord. Namely because of the fact that they do have a CC, they also do have Ashe. But I don't know just how much gold Ashe really have for his side, but the main problem I find is the fact that there is no form of burst damage coming in from the mage. There is no presence and no impact from Murphy, unfortunately.
Yep, seems like this time around, Team Evo sending down the Lord up top right there. A few pokes coming up, even Gear jumping into Bravest Warrior right there. It's RSG Singapore, the Astro Echo will be landed. The top side turret immediately melts, and RSG Singapore has no choice but to try to drag and pull the Lord over to the other side.
Finally, with the Lord taken down, they can rest assured a little bit more, but they have already got a broken T3 turret up to the top lane, which is bad. But hold on a second, look at Aether. Aether
starting once again as Team Evo cracks open down bot. Now it's going to be turrets immediately getting deleted by the side of Team Evo. It's going to be Gear picking up the mega kill. Hoki also double kill. AOG lands into his death, and Aether picks up his assassin counterpart at the same time. RSG Singapore, ladies and gents, there is shatters as Team Evo will deliver a clean sweep against RSG Singapore.
What an MYID style of play! As long as they have at least 1,000 gold per minute for every minute that has passed, they are stomping the game. They know that they can end the game fast, and that's the kind of lead that they want to reach. And Evil, constant aggression from the side of Team Evo from the get-go. Okay, very well deserved. 3 kills, 0 death, and 6 assists. With not a lot of items, to be fairly honest.
It doesn't need a lot of items.
Yeah, I mean, it's early
numbers
game.
Are crazy.
Yeah, it's just War Axe, Broforce Breastplate, Endless Battle, and a Fury Hammer. That is more than enough for them to be able to deal wonders over to this lineup from the side of RSGSG. I think ultimately this game is really just a lack of synergistic options coming in from their lineup, because I don't see synergy. I see players, or rather I see heroes that just want to do well in their own regards. With CC that wants to win in her own lane, Bruno that is very strong in his own lane because of the very early power spike, Hayabusa that can 1v1 opponents and just kill people, Novaria just, I guess, poke and does have pretty good wave clear as well.
Yeah, but if you noticed how, no matter how RSG Singapore decides to take the fight against Team Evil, it's just like AOG just jumping into his depths. Evil catches out Taurus, kills him off, and then moving on to next. Gear is a absolute monster on this Lapu Lapu, by the way. Hasn't died a single time as well. He slices, he dices, and chops up RSG Singapore like it is just Fruit Ninja or something.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, RSG, they don't have got a very good answer to Gear, because, okay, maybe we'll look at the items and we will find out, right? Because Gear is not exactly a very tanky player, or rather Lapu is not really a tanky player. He just have got very good defenses and, what's the
damage
word?
reduction.
And damage reduction and lifesteal. So we need Dom Eyes, we need we need the Sea Halberd, but it's a little bit too early for the Sea Halberd. Other than that, it's going to be the Glowing Wand. Murphy does have a Glowing Wand, but the caveat is he needs to land it.
Yeah.
And so far, I don't think he lands a lot of those astral spheres.
Yeah.
And that's the problem about skill shot heroes like Novaria.
And not only just the fact that this is a problem about skill shot heroes like Novara. This is also where it's a very mobile team, right? Everybody's jumping around. Lancelot can go iframes. Juicin, well, technically speaking, is a sitting duck. But 1-1 jumps around. And Cho, of course, Jit Kundo's around. So it's definitely going to be super difficult for Murphy to land any form of shots. I think if you want to see whether the Novara was able to land shots, just take a look at the damage dealt. Looks like he's able to land a decent amount, but there's not a lot of follow-up for the rest of the team. Just take a look, Ash is only able to do 15k damage because Taurus is constantly getting taken out immediately, and all of a sudden you just lose your peel, and Team Evil will just trample all across your corpses.
Okay, so looking at the total damage dealt, it seems as though, despite the fact that we feel like there's no impact from Murphy, he does still deal the most amount of damage within of his team. So gotta give credit where credit's due, right? 28,000 damage as compared to, let's say, someone that will always get into people's face and just smashing in, probably Taurus, right? 20,000 damage dealt. But to be fair, Taurus is more of a single target hero, while in the meantime Murphy, I'll still say that. Would you consider the Astral Sphere to be single target, or do you still see that as
AoE.
an AoE?
It's an AoE. It's an AoE as long as people from the side Team Evil stuck together. But if you look at how Team Evil likes to